Hi folks, hope you're okay today. We're looking at this great book on the Jehovah's Witness. I'd encourage you to get hold of it. It's a really good book, and we're looking at page 22 and Genesis 9:4. Only you shall not eat flesh with its life, that is, its blood. This is the first of several scripture verses that the Jehovah's Witness used to argue in support of the Watchtower Society ban on blood transfusion. The organisation teaches that a blood transfusion is the same as eating blood because it resembles intravenous feeding. The Society accordingly prohibits blood transfusion for its followers. A witness who accepts a transfusion can expect to be summoned before a judicial committee to be put on trial behind closed doors for violation of God's law. The punishment, if found guilty, is disfellowshipping, where the individual is shunned by family and friends who are forbidden even to greet the offender. Jehovah's Witnesses feel very strongly about this issue. They will die rather than accept a transfusion to replace blood lost in an operation or accident, and they follow this same course with respect to their minor children. Most witnesses carry a signed card in their wallet or purse stating their refusal just to accept blood and instructing emergency medical personnel not to administer a transfusion if the witness is found unconscious. The card is legal document signed by the JW and countersigned by two others. JWs recognize that they are unique among religious people in their stand on blood transfusion, although it does not occur to them that this very fact shows that the doctrine does not really derive from the Bible. No one who attempts to follow the Bible as a guide in life has come up with a ban on transfusion, and even the Watchtower organization did not promote this doctrine until 1944. Most Jehovah's Witnesses are unaware that their leaders have had a history of introducing other medical prohibitions and then later changing their mind. In 1967, for example, they prohibited organ transplants. Followers were expected to choose blindness rather than accept a coronary transplant, or to die rather than submit to a kidney transplant. But then in 1980 the leaders reversed the teaching and allowed transplants once again. See the Watchtower on the 11th of the 1567, page 702 to 704, The Awake 6-8-68, page 21, and the Watchtower 3-15-80, page 31. In addition, between the years 1931 and 1952, JWs had to refuse vaccination for themselves and their children because the organization taught them vaccination is a direct violation of the everlasting covenant that God made. The Golden Age, -2-4-31, page 293. Even though witnesses will attempt to quote scripture to support their position on blood transfusion, the real reason for their stand is blind obedience to Watchtower Society. If the organization lifted its prohibition tomorrow, witness would freely accept transfusions, just as they did an all-about turn with vaccination ban lifted in 1952, when the ban on organ transplants was receded in 1980. So, where in the Bible does it say that you can't have a blood transfusion? It doesn't teach that anywhere, so that's just a dogmatic teaching of the Jehovah's Witnesses.